Very recent purchase. The camera doesn't do it justice. The TV reflected. It ain't just the mirrors. There's reflected surfaces everywhere. As I sat over here, I'm not complaining. I'm not worried, but just like, how many places am I? You can't even escape the TV. Of course, no, I'm not showing all of them. And then you got, and just this is what gets me. Okay, you got that. Okay, you got that. Is that enough? Then you, what's this is, there's no women. Well, I don't know. Just, and then like you talking about? Have y'all not heard the song? Are y'all so too? So. No, I'm not gonna do all of them. I'm not trying to worry. It's just like, what happened? I left. We grew up and left home, and then, of course, this one's like, well, the bed had to be kept. It's like, I'm not trying to fear these. It's just, and that one has. She said the blackness or something, like it needs to be something. But like I said, not to fear, honey. It's just twice a day I've noticed the reflection of the TV. It's like today, it's like, that's why it's on my mind. It's like, yeah, and it wasn't Magic Mirror. Where it's Aphrodite has the written word mirror, but I would remember something like that because Magic Mirror is so irritating. I never could have forgot it, and like it makes me sick to say it now. It was not Magic Mirror. It was Mirror, because Mirror, that's cutesy and has flow. Magic Mirror's like, I mean, it was not Magic Mirror. It was not Magic Mirror. That's whether it was verified by the book or not. It wasn't, because that still doesn't verify it in the movie. It wasn't Magic Mirror. I don't know. No way. That's very annoying. That would have caught me. I could not have Magic Mirror. That has no. No, that wasn't gonna be now Black Magic Mirror. Hey, come on. But just twice a day I caught like I didn't realize, like, that's where I sit to eat. There's a reflection of the TV. I have my back to the TV. Nope, it's right here. I sat in a place I never sit before, and it's like well, damn, she has the reflection set up for that. She's not aware of what she's doing. That's what the point is. She's not aware of what she's doing whatsoever. It's like, so it's like that big huge clock is very recent purchase, and I was getting on to that. It's like, even what's not a mirror has reflective surface. It's highly reflective, and the camera doesn't do it justice. You can see that TV clear as day, and that big old clock. So, not to fear, just an example of, like, this is what I'm getting at about the individuating, and I want to feel sorry for my father because, well, whether it was the vaccine or not, it was COVID, and the vaccine did nothing to prevent it whatsoever. So they got COVID from the vaccine, if not, you know what I'm saying? There's no proof they didn't get COVID from the vaccine because they took some COVID. It's like, your elder ain't got any COVID, go get a vaccine. They'll have it soon enough. So he aged 10 years mentally and physically. He's adamant about it, at least. I mean, and it's hard to watch. Yes, it is. But, what problem is he would not individuate and stop selling me out. So basically, what do you call it? Demiurge or toxic masculinity? Toxic masculinity, violent narcissism, violent consciousness. He would not stop selling me out to this day. And he covers it by Jesus. You can't, like, see the flaw, whether you see the black eyes of Biden or not, and not see it in Jimmy Swaggart. He has enough prodigy. He don't need any more attention. He's still up there gargling words out like he's singing, and I mean, it's worse than Wayne Newton in Vegas. It's like, that's the cue. It's like, dude, enough. Pass the torch. If it's real, pass the torch, Mr. Swaggart. But just an example, if you don't individuate yourself in the biologic, you become an agent. You don't become anything. You become a vessel for their agency, whatever you want to put it. I mean, I'm having much more struggle with words now that got to get on point. And this thing about it, we're talking about the ore. I mean, I could have said that anytime. That's no new recent. I mean, as soon as I got that information, I compiled, and I was like, I had that water information for over a decade. I'm saying, like, well, I mean, over a decade, I mean, about, or at least a decade, have had the like, well, water just, they were people, if their personalities, water just don't like steel too much. They ain't really like steel. They're really, today, well, it ain't about liking. It's like water knows where steel goes or where ore goes. Water knows where ore goes. Water might hate the steel and like what it is because it's you know, it's been manipulated to be inorganic as shit. So it's more like water knows where ore goes, and that's not ore in its natural state. And it's not just the case. So it's kind of like my only. This is my. This I was cornered into this since no one would talk about the third world. This is my way of doing it. And y'all want, and someone wants to call that crackpotish. We're not going to ignore the third world, and this is the only way I get to that out is by this means. And you're a little pathetic, whiny ass. It's going to like could find that in crackpot when I say we're not going to ignore the third world. And one way to guarantee we don't do that is not continue the inorganic path. The sure way to not ignore the third world is to halt the inorganic path. It's inevitable. Ain't nothing you can do about it. There may be two paths, but one isn't going to be allowed here on Earth, no matter what anyone else says.